So you all didn't just get to where you are now by luck. It didn't just automatically happen. Can you share a little bit about each of your career paths? What did you do in undergrad? Was there any time in between that and grad school? What did that look like for each of you?
All right, so actually, I'm gonna go back all the way to high school, a long time ago. I was so set on becoming an oncologist / hematologist, like I'm pre-med, I'm all this. I went in as a bio major. I volunteered at the hospital for 3 years in different floors, the cancer ward, the labor and delivery ward, and I forget the other floor, but it was, after volunteering there for 3 years, I realized that I did not want to be a doctor. I didn't like that type of like treatment. It wasn't for me. Like I couldn't just go in, like here's your treatment and then leave. I realized that I was taking a lot of, internalizing a lot of like what my patients were feeling. To me it was like, I just couldn't deal with it. But I was still interested in the like kind of health field, but I wasn't sure kind of where to go with it. And then I ended up changing majors to like anthropology. I liked some of my cultural anthropology courses and biological anthropology courses. So you know what? I'm like 4th year, I changed majors. I only had a couple courses left, but I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this bio because I hate my classes. I don't want to be a doctor. I ended up changing, and I ended up finding a course called Gender, Race, and Medicine. And I love that course, and it was very public health oriented. And that's when I decided, hey, like I really like this topic. I would like more to do on the prevention or disease management side, and addressing various factors. And so that's where I kind of just fell like into public health. So definitely don't discount other fields because your trajectory might end up changing.
And then what did you do between then and?
Oh, between then and now? Well, I took a year off to just gain more experience before applying, and then I ended up getting into school right after that 1 year. And then now I've been, well, I don't know what to say during this time. I've been involved in a lot of stuff, leadership, research, and even being on the admissions committee for the Masters of Public Health program, so I get to review the applicant files. I got to learn a lot about that, and how the applications look, and what people do wrong, and what do people do right. So I think that's what helped me with my doctoral applications, where I'm like, I know what they're kind of looking for, and what to highlight in what order. So I think that definitely helped a lot. So anything you get involved in will definitely help you in the long run.
We'll probably have students ask you.
Okay.
How many students in the room are interested in getting a Master's of Public Health? All right. So these folks might be hitting you up. That's fine. Brittany?
Well, I came into Cal State Fullerton. I already chose my major as speech therapy, but I didn't really get serious about it until my 2nd year, when I realized I thought, getting into grad school is going to be easy. I don't know why I thought that, but then it hit me like, okay, this is going to be hard, because I went to school with, so many of my peers were older than me, and so it really motivated me to, okay, I got to buckle down, because B+s are not going to cut it. And so then I really started to raise my grades to like A- and A's, and so then it's not all about the GPA though, so then I really got out into the community, and I looked up speech clinics in my area, and I volunteered in one for about a year, I think. And then I also was a translator in the speech clinic here on campus, and so I did that. I really tried to get out there and have things to put on my application, because I knew it was going to come down to that eventually. And then I did a research project as well. I was in the University Honors Program, so it was kind of like a forced project that I had to do my last year, which I'm so grateful for. But even if you're not in a program like that, make yourself do that, because I had to have a mentor, a professor, and I got to know her really well doing this project for a year with her, and it was the best thing. That I'm so grateful that that happened to me, because she really pushed me and motivated me and helped me realize that I could do things that I didn't think that I could do. And she wrote one of my letters of rec, so that was huge, because you really want the people who write your letters to know who you are. So be remembered. And after that, then I applied for grad school and I got in here. And while I was in grad school, I got a job as an ABA therapist. I don't know if you all know what that is, but it's behavior therapy with kids who have autism, but also some other special needs. And I did that part-time throughout grad school. And while I was in grad school, I had internships as part of the program that were a part of my training. And then I finished grad school, and then I applied for jobs, and now I have a job. So it's been a long journey, but yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so my journey was pretty long too. Let's see. In my undergrad years, I was really lost. Like I just had no idea what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to work with kids, or I wanted to help people. I just didn't know in what way. Like I thought of pre-med, pediatrician. I thought of an optometrist. I thought of being a nurse, because my mom was always telling me, just be a nurse, go to nursing school. There's a lot, but what got me into occupational therapy was a job that I took, an ABA therapy job. Yeah, I got it my second year as an undergrad, and in the clinic, the private clinic, there was speech therapy, there was physical therapy, OT, and behavior therapy. And I was bouncing around on a lot of them. And finally, it was OT kind of won it out because it has that whole body approach to everything. So I went to UCI, and I was there from 2006 to 2010. I finally declared a major in my 4th year, but it was social ecology, and it's like there's nothing you could do with social ecology. I just had all the recs and stuff done, so I'm like, okay, I'll just declare that. In my 4th year, I also decided OT was for me. I applied. I started going to community college because I had to do like the prereqs and stuff, like anatomy and physiology. It's only available to the bio majors at UCI, so I had to go outside of my university. And that was hard because everybody needs those 2 classes, nurses, the PAs, OTs, PTs, all of them need it. So then it was really hard getting into school, and it took me a long time. It took me a while. And in the midst of things, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get in anymore. It's so long. I tried so hard, and I'm not getting into the classes I want. And I switched. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do OT. My husband got into tech. He started doing like web design, and it was so easy for him. He went here actually. He's an alumni here as he wanted to be a social worker, but then that wasn't happening for him, so he switched into web design. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then I was so like gung-ho about making an app and programs for kids with autism, because that was my passion at that time. And that didn't work out. I'm like, I love it. I love working with kids. I love helping people, but it was not my arena. Like, it was too hard. My passion wasn't in like computer programming. It was not like that at all. So then I went back to OT, and I finally just got it done. In the midst of getting like my physiology stuff done, she happened. So it was like really hard to decide, like, am I really gonna do a master's program and be a mom? Like, I already had my other one. My husband had a daughter before we got together, so I had her, but like it's no cakewalk with a little one. Like, I've known my other one since she was 2, but having a baby was really hard through grad school. But I mean, once you know, you know. Like, once you have that eye on the prize, it's like everything else is just going through the forest and kind of just going through the obstacles no matter what, and you just make it happen. Like, you have that aha moment, and I had that aha moment, like, this is where I really belong. Like, this is what I really want to do. This is where I really want to be, like, in 10, 15 years after all this is said and done. Like, it's going to be all worth it. So I went a lot of back and forth, and finally I got in last year. First I was on the waiting list, and then I got in. I applied to USC and Loma Linda, and they rejected me because my GPA was really low during undergrad. So do good on your grades right now because it really does matter. But yeah, it was a lot of struggling. But you know, that's just a part of the process, and it's just a part of how it is. You're gonna go through obstacles and all that stuff, and just push through. So yeah, that's my journey.
So you can see three grad students and graduates, very different career paths, but they were able to all make it through with some persistence, but also with some help. You know, Brittany mentioned having a mentor write your letter of recommendation. Remember, if you're active in this program and we really get to know you, we can write a better letter of recommendation for you. So different things like that, you know. And I know a lot of times there might be the question like, oh, well, should I choose a family or should I go to grad school? You can kind of see from Karen that she's doing both. And from Nancy, she wasn't sure if she was going to move, or she wasn't sure if she was going to get into a doctoral program after this, and she's gotten into 4. So a lot of things that you think might not happen for you right away, they can happen with the right support system. So